I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel.
Tonight, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's the AFC Sports.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Here comes Nelson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They will be led out by the former Georgia Bulldog. It's Jake Fromm.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Fromm off of play action. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Levi Wallace.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Back at his own 49.
Here's a handoff to Conner. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That second down play nets a -4. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
38-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Steelers 30-yard line.
On the handoff, Conner. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The 34-yard line.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Fromm. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
7-yard line.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile, that's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again to Barkley out of the gun, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
On first down, it's Newton. Steelers. Ebron caught left side.
Newton's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the gun, here's Newton. Short little throw to Ebron. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Chris Boswell.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score built.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. this might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jake Fromm sacked.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Fromm. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jake Fromm sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
12.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Steelers.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw from, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From, finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Connor, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Fromm to throw, and he's able to find Diggs. The 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 61 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly. And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes. And he went all the way into the end zone. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to fall that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly. You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Will Fuller, 60 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone. They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions. Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot. A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On first down, from quick slant to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Play action, it's from. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Crum. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's a give to Barkley, and he powers his way up past the 30.
Barkley on the carry.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He finds his target, Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They were trying to go to Brown once again. That'll bring up second down.
5-yard line.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At the 48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That's good for a Buffalo Bill.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Connor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Gain of 6.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They needed a yard, they got it. 1st down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Will Fuller saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
first and 10 from. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
And the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he knocks it through. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Nelson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Jake Fromm sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Incomplete.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
At the 19-yard
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Smith-Schuster.
4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Nelson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
From the gun is Fromm. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And able to find John Brown.
John Brown. That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Down at the 20-yard line.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
58, right over there. 58, right there. Oh, here we go. Oh, 58, 58.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
What's that?
Here's Mostert. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Try to punch it in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Steelers 41, Bills 17.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Crumb's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Marcus Robinson.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing is from. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
Here's Fromm to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Good for a Buffalo.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Looking to throw from. And he's going to go down again. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.